we're back!
We're back in black. Really in, like, dark green and floral, but whatever!
Dark green and floral! Shiny's back. Rachel's back.
Backstreet's back.
Yes! Yes.
Alright, hello! My name is Rachel.
I'm Emily, I think.
And this is Soulmates Podcast.
Whoa.
A bi-weekly, usually, podcast where we laugh really loudly and talk about East Asian culture.
And stuff. Stuff we like.
Yeah.
We're two nerds living together.
Sweating in a hot room.
Yeah, with no fan because we don't want the audio to sound like poop, even though it probably will sound like poop.
Anyways, despite all our best efforts.
Because we're just two loudmouth girls yelling into a microphone.
That is the truth.
Because we cannot afford a soundboard. Which brings me to Squarespace.
Oh my god.
Squarespace, sponsor our podcasts. If you want us to read an announcement on air, we'll do it for super cheap.
We will. Hardly anything.
We'll do it for $1. Just send your inquiries to soulmatespodcast@gmail.com and we will read anything, even your erotic fan fiction.
Yes.
Yeah.
For $1.
For $1.
Anything.
Yeah.
Most things.
Most things. If you liked our intro song, it was by the lovely 8-Bit Ninjas, and the song was Shiny Spaceship, and you should check them out. They're awesome, and they make chiptunes music for Creative Commons use.
Yay.
Yay, free stuff.
Putting content out there. Love it.
Love you guys. Good job. You should sponsor our podcast.
Oh my god.
They sort of already do in spirit.
They do, in spirit.
Yeah. So, Rachel's been super busy with grad school. I am about to start studying for the GRE.
Dun dun dun.
I know, right? But grad school might be a couple years in the future still, but I wanted to get this out of the way because I feel like I have a lot of time right now.
That is for the best.
Yeah.
Because it's valid for, I think, 5 years. Just FYI.
Yeah. So, who knows what we'll be doing soon, but I've been watching a lot of TV on my own. While Rachel has been away, I've been watching a lot of TV. I started watching How to Get Away with Murder. The first season is on Netflix right now, and I watch it while I'm at the gym on the elliptical because I need to distract myself or else I won't run. And holy shit, that sucked me in so fast. I'm on like episode 6 right now. It is so good. I highly recommend that to anyone who really needs a show. The first season's on Netflix. The second one is premiering right now. Hopefully the second one is as good as the first. Sometimes that lets you down.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of one that was like that.
Scandal?
Yes, you're right. Scandal was terrible the second season.
Yeah, another Shonda Rhimes show.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad.
We have the season before this one to watch of Scandal too, so.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm just behind on a lot of things, okay?
We've been together watching Revenge, though. The last season of Revenge.
Yes, we're almost done.
We're almost done. We have, like, a couple episodes. There's, like, 23 episodes hour long in the season.
It's a lot.
It is a soap opera. It is long as hell.
Yes.
But it's good. We like it.
Yeah.
Emily Thorne's a badass bitch.
Yeah, she is.
And, I just finished my favorite anime of this season. It was called Ore Monogatari. In English, it's My Love Story with, like, 2 exclamation points. You've seen a couple episodes.
I've seen a couple episodes, and it's fucking adorable. And if I had time, I would watch every single episode. It is so cute and funny. In
the spring, that is what I recommend you doing. When you have time at work, just watch it. It was the cutest. Like, it somehow was exactly what I needed. It was like a warm blanket and, like, cookies and milk.
Yes.
That show was so good. And, like, I was biting my nails at the last episode because I thought they were going to end it on a cliffhanger because there's only one season, but they're also making a live-action movie, which I'm happy for. But there's only one season. And I'm like, how are they going to resolve all this stuff in what episode? And, you know, they sort of did. So it was not like Gekken Shoujo no Zaki-kun.
Oh my god! The final episode Emily and I, if you know what happens in the final episode, you know what happens. Me and Emily were gripping each other and screaming in our apartment. And then we were like, how could we have been fooled? We were fooled, bamboozled,
shanghaied. Yeah. Oh, it was like the same, I guess, feel as Gekken Shoujo.
Yeah.
Sort of similar-ish art styles. They're both shoujos.
Oh, yeah.
They're based on shoujo mangas. But Ore Monogatari was much more satisfying, and it was longer. Mm. And I have a thing for baras, so I was like, yes! Yes! Takeo! You work at that bara bar!
Oh my gosh.
So, if you are interested in any sort of, anime, but you don't know what to watch, please, please, please watch Ore Monogatari. And then, once you finish that, then you can watch Gekken Shoujo and be somewhat disappointed.
Yeah.
So, now we're gonna get into our episode about Hyuna. We love her.
Yes, Hyuna is great.
We really do. We appreciate her. We like her music. I think it's always fun.
Yes.
But we're gonna get into her first music video, her first solo one, and her latest one. And we're gonna talk about some of her criticisms from the Korean government, from Korean people, and then kind of an American perspective on it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting, and we hope to provide some insight, maybe that you haven't heard before.
Yeah.
But we love Hyuna.
Big disclaimer is that, yes, we are American. We think we know a little bit about South Korean culture, but we are definitely not experts. We're not from South Korea. We have not lived in South Korea. We have not been to South Korea yet. Yet. So anything that we say, we're going to try to keep that in mind. That being said, we're not experts.
No, and we are total idiots. So
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. This is our opinion, okay? Our opinion only, and we're not trying to offend anybody. We're really going to try hard not to do that.
No, we're not.
Yes.
We're just going to talk about a solo artist that we really like.
Yep.
Who is a little bit sensational, but what pop artist isn't?
True. Okay. So
we're first going to talk about her latest music video, which was, in the English title was Roll Deep.
Yes, Roll Deep.
And it had like a featuring from some guy from
BTOB. It was I believe the rapper from BTOB. I do not remember his name.
He was okay looking. I'm kidding, he was hot.
Yeah.
Don't come at me, fangirls. No. It would make sense because, like, Hyuna's a rapper in 4 Minute.
True.
So, rapper, match made.
Yeah. So this music video and song came out after a long period of, not stagnation, but, just Hyuna not releasing anything, just by herself. She had done some 4 Minute stuff.
And Troublemaker stuff.
But she had not done any solo work in a while.
I hope her label was letting her rest.
Probably not, but...
Or at least take it easier, because, like, when you have a new single out, your label is like, you gotta do this, and this in one day to promote,
Yeah, right.
So we were hoping she was taking a tiny bit of a break on this hiatus.
Probably not, but hopefully yes.
Yeah.
So, this music video is very sensational, like most Hyuna videos. Although this one, of course, because they always try to top themselves, was the most sensational I've seen yet from Hyuna.
Yeah.
The music video has a lot of guns in it, a lot of money being thrown around. Of course, she has her, like, scandalous outfits, although they get more scandalous, quote-unquote, every time we see her.
It's mostly just bathing suits now.
Yeah, now it's just, bathing suits.
Yeah, and, I guess it's...
And fishnets.
It came out at the very tail end of summer, so I guess it's somewhat appropriate, but it wasn't a very summery song, if that makes any sense. Like, Bubble Pop was a summer song.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But this was more like a normal pop, like club tune, I guess.
Yeah. So the entire time, she is rapping. She's not really singing.
The chorus is somewhat sung, but it's mostly rap.
Yeah, it's like speak singing.
Yeah.
What up, Lord?
Hey.
Just kidding.
We like Lord.
Yeah, we do. So she just has, like, there's a lot of imagery where, like, she is the HBIC. So she has, like, the video opens with her holding leashes that are attached to a bunch of girls in bikini tops and shorts.
And Pussy Riot ski masks?
Yeah.
I don't know what the artistic choice for that was, but, like, these girls are, like, on all fours, like dogs, like literal bitches. And she's like, I'm the head bitch. I have them all on a leash.
Right. So, some, a popular lyric that we noticed for this music video was, yes, right, yeah, right. You can't touch me. Don't touch me. So, while in the music video, she's doing a lot of touching of herself, gyrating.
She's doing the classic Zaya Junsu and Rain, like hip thrusting, like knees on the floor, like hip thrusting.
Yeah. Lots of booty popping.
Lots of booty popping, yeah.
Yeah. So while she's doing that, she is saying,
don't touch me.
You can't touch me. Don't touch me.
Another one of the English lyrics, but it, the disclaimer with the English lyrics, it might be some sort of translation error, was, like, even my friends are jealous of me. And I'm like, God, that must be so lonely.
Yeah. And
like, when you're at the top, it's lonely.
Right.
It must be hard.
Truer words have never been said, Emily.
I know, right? We're just at the top of our game.
Yeah. So that was the new music video. Do you have anything else to say?
I noticed that she was wearing glittery overalls, which are very much in style right now.
Yes.
And for a while she had, like, a blue wig on, and I didn't like that. But she looked, excuse me, phenomenal with the platinum blonde hair and the nude bikini top and the high-waisted jeans. Phenomenal. The best
she looks really good.
The best I have seen her.
Yeah.
She looked like a model.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
She looked really good. And there was one point in the music video where they're, like, booty popping on the floor, but there's, like, a line of them. Mm-hmm. And while they're doing that, she's like, don't touch me. You can't touch me. And yeah, there's, like, this dichotomy of her being like, come hither, but then also being like, don't fucking touch me.
Which I actually enjoy quite a bit.
Yeah, and then there was, of course, like, weird machine guns and cash money being thrown, but I think that's pretty typical for this sort of pop music video.
It's typical for the look they were going for with this video.
Yeah, there wasn't really much of a narrative, which, kind of
sad.
But... Yeah, it bummed me out, but the outfits were on point.
Yeah, this music video really reminded me of CL's Baddest Female. That's what it reminded me of.
Only it was more danceable.
Yeah, it was.
That was more of, like, a straight rap song. I would say this is more of, like, a dance song with rapping.
Yeah.
Like Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was wearing a shirt that said Texas, and I was like, really, Texas? Hyuna.
Appealing to our international audience, I suppose. But we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after Bubble Pop. So speaking of Bubble Pop, the next music video...
So this was, like, Hyuna's first major breakout, like, single. She had some stuff before, like...
In 4 Minute.
Not just in 4 Minutes. She had actually a song called Change.
Oh, yeah.
With a music video. That was, like, early Hyuna. This was her, like...
Breakout.
Breakout single was definitely Bubble Pop.
And do you remember when this came out? We were
we were obsessed with it.
We were in 10th grade, and...
10th grade?
Oh my god.
sophomore year of college, not 10th grade. Second year college, undergrad. We're old, okay? We're old.
I'm sorry.
And our brains are fragile. Memory is fading.
It was a long day at work, guys. I'm studying. I'm sorry. Sophomore year of college. Everyone, all of our friends were just totally obsessed with this video and this song. Like, we would go to our anime club and we would play this music video and everyone would get
on the
up,
big screen.
Everyone would get up and do the booty pop thing.
Yep.
Like, it was the start of a cultural shift in our anime club. We got everyone hooked on K-pop through this song.
Yes.
This and Gangnam Style. Didn't they come out, like, in the same year, or was it a year before? I think it was the year before.
I feel like it was very close. It was definitely within a year of each other.
Yeah, because she was in Gangnam Style, too. So.
Yeah. So that was, like, the height of her popularity. She got chosen to be in Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Then it snowballed from there.
Okay, so the music video.
Yes.
It has a storyline of her just basically going on a date with a hot guy.
Yeah.
And they're like on the beach. It's a beach romance.
It's definitely a summer music video.
Oh my god.
It's shot that way, yellow filter, everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of like pop arty Comic Sans stuff, but that just made it seem like cutesy.
Yeah.
Guess who's home? Kyle's here. Hey, Kyle. Oh, he has his headphones in. He can't hear us.
Wah, wah.
Kyle.
Just oblivious.
Hey, Kyle. You want to come say hi? Turn off your music.
Yeah.
We're trying to talk about pop music. Turn off the middle.
It is actually black and death metal. Thank you very much. Hi, hello.
You need to get closer to the mic.
Hi, hello. I just brought groceries home.
Oh, thank you.
I like
You're
how you
welcome.
pause as if expecting a response. We're literally talking to a computer.
I literally don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to tell these people? I don't know much about K-pop.
I think a segment should be we show him music videos and we
Yes!
Oh my
I love
God.
this idea!
and then we get his reaction as someone who doesn't really know anything about K-pop.
Yes, I love this
I'm
idea.
down for that.
Okay, cool. So we're talking about a music video right now.
Okay.
So can you go in the living room and be really quiet for a couple more minutes?
Okay. Can I posture something for you first?
Yeah,
What would you rather have for dinner, tacos or brats?
brats.
Okay.
Vegetarian brats.
They are vegetarian and I'm sauteing peppers and onions to go with them.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yep.
Love you.
Love you too.
Okay!
Whoa. Do you see that audio spike?
Yes.
Rachel.
I was feeling a little extra right then. Okay.
That's gonna be so hard to equalize. Shh. Silence now. Okay.
Okay. So, the first thing, the music video opens, she's dancing in front of a Hummer. Well, she's walking in front of a gigantic white Hummer.
Oh, it was
I still don't understand
tacky.
the visual of that, like how that relates to the music video.
I guess, like, but before jumping into something too soon, one of the criticisms of this specific music video was that she was trying too hard to look American. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
like
I can see that.
Hawaiian, because she was tan in this music video, and there's like a Hummer. And I guess what's more obnoxiously American than a Hummer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they're like dancing on the street in front of a Hummer. They're dancing on the beach. They're dancing on a pier. Lots of jumping, having a good time. Like, woo!
Yes.
Summertime fun!
Summer, beach, pool, yeah!
Crop top city.
Yeah, lots of crop tops.
Lots of tank tops. Lots of jerseys. There was the infamous dubstep breakdown.
Yes.
Which I swear to God, I swear this started the trend of annoying dubstep breakdown in K-pop for
In
that year.
every single song. Oh my goodness. I remember, I have like recently gone back and listened to some of those songs and I'm like, these are so great except for the horrific dubstep breakdown in them.
There's even versions of the songs on YouTube that people have edited out the dubstep.
Because it's that bad.
Yeah. So this was a trendsetter music video, definitely. And it got a lot of flack for being risque, which we're going to talk about in a second. But at the end, where it's like the end of their date, they don't even show them, like, she gives him a good night kiss, but they don't even show it.
Yeah.
So
overall, very tame. What I did notice from this video to the newer video that she just released is that in this video, Bubble Pop, she is singing. She's not rapping.
No, there's no rapping at all.
There's no rapping at all in the entire music video. So that is definitely a shift in image for Hyuna.
Yeah, and it was fun. I mean, I like the sound. We partied to it still to this day.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty for the last 10 minutes of the podcast to talk about some of the criticisms that were thrown at Hyuna and what we think of them and if they're justified or not.
All right, so the first criticism that we have is that she has been accused of having a quote-unquote slutty persona.
Yeah, and that's a lot, I think, due to her label. And her image is very tightly controlled. So her label, Cube Entertainment, is like making these style choices. Mm-hmm. She doesn't make up the choreography. They hire someone to do that.
Right.
And she doesn't, normally, unless you're like Big Bang, you don't really get to decide the course of your music video or your, campaign or whatever.
Right. I think that's especially because in Big Bang, I think I know what you're talking about too. Like T.O.P. and G.D. get to kind of like
be weird,
dictate what they're going to be doing, and I think that's because they're really seen as artists who have their own right to make their own decisions. But Hyuna is not seen as an artist.
No, she's seen as a sex object.
All right, a sex symbol.
I guess her, like many other artists in the industry, she's seen as a product.
Yeah. Which is really unfortunate because I don't even have to know anything about Hyuna to know that she is a multi-dimensional person, and in most of her music videos, the label is only letting her show one dimension of her personality, if that even is a dimension of her personality. She may not be a very sexual individual, but she's being forced to be that way because of the way that her label wants to sell her.
Yeah, so we think this slutty persona is kind of an unfair criticism, mostly because it's pressure from her label.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even though her music videos have, gotten, sensational and a little risque, coming from two Americans, it did not shock us at all.
No, it's completely just like anything else we've ever seen. Even like, okay, so this criticism is not new.
No.
It has been around since Bubble Pop. And Bubble Pop is not risque at all. I mean, even most of the outfits that were shown are even, I personally think, passable by what I think South Korean standards are for fashion and being covered up or not. And most things, she does have a lot of legs showing, but from what I know about South Korean culture, that's not a big deal.
It's the shoulders and the arms and the cleavage. But she doesn't even have large, voluptuous breasts.
Right, and very rarely do you even see her shoulders, her breasts in this music video.
No.
And yet she still had that criticism placed on her.
Yeah. South Korea is more conservative than the U.S. That's just a fact.
Right.
It's, I would say, probably one of the more conservative countries in Southeast Asia. But, of course, there's a little give and take with that.
Right.
But it is not the only place to have what we like to call a virgin whore complex.
Right. There's definitely, that exists everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like there is no country that's free of that at all.
It's just part of being a lady.
Yeah.
And I think it sucks. But because South Korea is more conservative, there's a lot of pressure on actresses, on celebrities, on idols, to have this innocent sort of persona, to be seen as being very virtuous.
Yeah.
And if you're not, let's say even just a normal idol in some group, let's just say it was found out that she's just dating someone.
Yeah, it's a huge blow up.
I know, and she just has a boyfriend, but she's somehow seen as scandalous. This happened, remember when one of the members of AKB48 in Japan, they found out one of them, I'm pretty sure it was AKB48.
I that sounds really familiar.
And they found out she had a boyfriend, and she had to shave her head and apologize.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was terrible.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that it's seen that much, and we realize that we're not from South Korea, so it might, coming from American perspective, however, we do notice that it's the same sort of virtue standards are not placed on men as nearly as much.
Right. Yeah, this double standard that we're supposed to live up to as women is not seen as often, if not at all, in men.
Yeah. And I think just it sucks.
Yeah, it does. And I feel like it's really unfair for Hyuna to have all this pressure placed on her.
Yeah.
And for all, women K-pop stars to have this pressure placed on them.
To be sexy, to have all this, and then also somehow, never have a boyfriend, never even have a personal life. It's just that they're ideas, that they're products, and they're not actual human beings.
Right, and when me and Emily were talking about this earlier, we realized that I don't know anything about Hyuna's personality.
No, we really don't. We knew that she used to be fat, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, and even that is probably conjecture, because don't believe what you read in the tabloids, folks.
Yeah.
And it just, I follow Hyuna on Instagram, and I don't know if what I see is all scripted or not, but it seems like some of it isn't, and in some of the videos with her friends, I see a side of her that I have never, ever, ever seen in a music video or anything else. She's actually, really funny and likes to be, goofy, but you don't ever see that in a music video, because that's not the image that her label wants her to have.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of artists, like Amber from FX, I follow her on Instagram, and I feel like she does get to be herself more often in shows and in music videos, but I think she gets a pass because she is actually American.
Yes.
And Hyuna isn't, and I think that puts even more pressure on her.
Yeah.
A lot of the criticisms, especially for Bubble Pop, were that they were trying too hard for an international appeal, and that she was too tan, and because she was wearing, tank tops, she was looking too much like a foreigner.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know, I can see that, I guess, but I don't know if that's the look that she was going for. I don't know if that's what her label had in mind. I feel like she was probably tan because it was a summer music video.
Yeah.
Bubble Pop was a summer hit.
Yeah, and like I said, it's the label, it's not her. All this criticism has been, hurled at her as a person.
Right.
And I think that's really unfair to Hyuna.
Yes.
Honestly. And I have some quotes, some exact quotes I want to read to you guys about Bubble Pop. This is an article that has quotes from the Korea Broadcasting Communications Review Committee. It is an article that came out right after Bubble Pop got banned. And it was deemed that her outfits and choreography for Bubble Pop were too sexual and not appropriate for broadcasting. But it still blew up on YouTube. So
yeah.
And this is a direct quote. The song and video are, quote, too suggestive and stimulating. And the part where Hyuna shakes her hips is obscene, end quote.
Yeah.
That video, her Bubble Pop's video and dance are nothing compared to the stuff that came after. And oh my god. And I feel like this was kind of a witch hunt for her. Mm-hmm. This was the start of a big purity witch hunt.
Yeah, as soon as she had that label of being quote-unquote impure, they'll look for anything to exploit her.
Yeah, and other songs and especially dances have been more suggestive, but some of them haven't been banned. Some of Kara's stuff hasn't been banned. However, in the past couple years, the freaking broadcast board is ban you, I ban you, banning everything. I feel like their criteria is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and they're banning everything.
Right, and you know, like Bubble Pop was 2011, right?
Pretty sure, or 2012, one of the two.
One of those. Nothing has changed since then.
No,
not a thing has changed.
No.
And I think that commentary is so just off base because, like, I know that twerking is a relatively like new thing, but she wasn't even doing that in the video.
She was literally moving her butt in a circle. Yeah,
and like popping her butt, which is like I don't think obscene at all. She wasn't even wearing like a bathing suit bottom or lingerie.
Comparing Roll Deep to Bubble Pop. I can see how Roll Deep would be banned and considered like too explicit because it did have some of those elements, but Bubble Pop seems so tame in comparison. Yet it got a lot of hate.
Yeah.
Being a lady is hard.
Yeah.
We just want to say that we love Hyuna.
We do love Hyuna. And we support her.
We support her, and we think a lot of these criticisms are unfair. And we think that the censorship there is probably too strict.
Probably.
But it's community standards, and we're not part of that community.
True.
So, I mean, hopefully things become, like, less banned and stuff, because I feel like the music industry will only get better with more variety. So...
Right, and I think that will change with time, hopefully in the next century.
I mean, it's opening itself up to the world and international, and a lot of foreigners now live in Itaewon.
Right.
So, it's changing, just slowly.
Yep.
So, if you guys have any questions or comments, just send us an email, or send us a Facebook message, or give us an ask on Tumblr. We're Soulmates Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr, and our email is soulmatespodcast@gmail.com. So if you guys like this and want us to do some more in-depth kind of stuff, just let us know.
Yeah, we can talk about our opinions forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we could talk about more vampire medical dramas.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever you guys want. So thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Guys next time.
See ya.
Guys next time.
See ya.
Guys next time.
See ya.